Welcome, Aries, to your wrapping up a 2025 reading, looking at the last 2 months before we roll into 2026. So let's see how we're going to wrap up this year. So getting straight into it, it looks like you are taking on the power of the Princess of Wands, loving that energy. This is brilliant and daring and expressive. A lot of people have actually had this card. So I do like that. Very fiery month of November. We also have the Mercury retrograde. So yeah, I mean, there's things that you're going to say, I'm not going to tolerate this. Be careful, though, of finding yourself in a place of not feeling reliable for certain situations or dealing with people who feel flighty. Okay. So otherwise, I like this card because it brings out a lot of love, a lot of creative expressions, a lot of creativity, and it just itself. And then we have the Ace of Wands over here. Ooh, loving that, guys. So the Ace of Wands over here. Hey, you know what? Talking about that new beginning. Talk about having that boldness that you need to get through things. I like this one. This one is the root of powers of fire, right? This is the energy, strength, sexual vigor, right? There's a lot of passion, a lot of sex, a lot of, I don't know, it's just kind of like you're taking on this. I mean, you already have that fire, so it's kind of like you're just bringing it all to the surface, right? Bring it all to the surface. So yeah, bring it out in the highest form possible. Moving into this place where you know that this opportunity is for you. It's passion. It's hot. It can also be hot and flirty. Could even be having a new love coming in. So let's look over here and see what the future of November holds for you. The Ace of Cups, a lot of passion, a lot of love. You might be finding a new love for the majority of you, or really pushing that love. You know, if you're already in a relationship, you could just find that, you know what, everything is just really hot and heavy. And I don't know, there's a lot of sexual desire with passion and love, though, and having a lot of abundance. I mean, if not, then it's like, you know what I desire and where my passions of pleasure are for my job and what I'm creating is just off the hook. I mean, you have the Ace of Cups. Now you have two aces over here with the Three of Cups, that overall abundance. And that overall abundance is a passion of pleasure when it comes to these cards. So yeah, hey, it's like, you know what? And I have that want for the power of water, that power of love, loving what I want to do, feeling enthusiastic, feeling, you know what, this is what I really want and what I'm really desiring. Bringing that in. Feeling that beauty, feeling there's going to be a lot of productivity, a lot of moving, a lot of impulsiveness, a lot of open gates for you this month. Grab a tarot card over here for you guys. I want to see. You know, I mean, there's just a lot of things going on. Show us November over here. The Ace of Cups to the Three of Cups. Queen of Wands. There it is again. Come on, guys. You guys are full of that courage and confidence. You have that zest of life and that determination to get things done. Okay. You're going to have a lot of wealth coming in. Seeing a lot of job opportunities. Going to be very busy. You are busy, very productive, booked and busy is what I wanted to say. Booked and busy. Yeah, very booked and busy. Having the Magician at the bottom of the deck, feeling like the magic, feeling like you have the power within to keep going. You have the clarity, the skill sets. You know, you're ready to rock. Let's get some money over here and see what's going on with your money, because I see a lot of money. And you guys, all the readings are different. If you find, you know, that you're watching your rising or something that may be built different, okay? I'm not keeping them all 100% the same. I'm just going for what I feel I need to have in each reading, okay? The rebel, limiting beliefs and blocking your abundance. Do not allow anyone's limiting beliefs. I feel like you just have someone around you who's just really negative, but I do feel like you're going to be the trailblazer. I feel like you're going to be the one that's going to get out there and just, yeah, really unlock all of these things around you. So if you do feel like, you know what, I ran into negative Nancy, don't listen to her. Don't listen to, you know, or negative Ned, you know, or whatever. Don't listen to them, because you have this floodgates of abundance and you're very free from limiting beliefs. I think that somebody just wants to be, you know, why are you getting everything? Maybe they're questioning things, right? They're questioning things. They want to know things. They want to know how you're doing things. How do you know things? How are you moving forward so wonderfully? Well, you know what? Maybe it's just the time of the year. But I do feel like November is your time. This is the time to remind you, when you are going where you need to go, do not allow anyone to steer you off course. Okay? Do not let anyone steer you off course, because I do feel like you might have somebody there. Clarify on a couple of cards over here for November. Great fortune. Great fortune. Do not let anyone thieve your wealth. There it is again. Hey, look, if somebody is doing those things to you and they're being negative, they're actually thieving from you. They're thieving energy. Watch out for regular thieves as well, you know. Make sure you're putting that stapler away. You don't want anybody stealing your stapler off your desk, right? But yeah, just be careful of thieves. Make sure you're locking your house, whatever it is. Okay, be careful for some of you. Or you might even know you have a thief amongst you. Like I said, maybe they do keep stealing your stapler off your table. You're going to figure out who it is. Sudden wealth. But yeah, you have great fortune and sudden wealth. You have two wonderful cards over here. Some of you are going to actually get rich. If you have a get rich idea, then there it is, coming into the forefront of the reading. You see what I'm saying? Because that's where it's going to go, and that's what's going to start bringing itself over to, right? Do you see what I'm saying? It's going to bring itself over to the December and probably into 2026, because the great fortune is going to move over here into December, and then it's going to move into 2026 and allow you to stay right there with it. Okay. Beautiful. Let's get over here. Energy coming out for you, please. Show me the energy. Works. Three of Pentacles. Building. What did I say? You're building a great fortune. You're building upon this place. You're going to have a lot of, you know, people working with you. You're going to feel like you are in demand. If you're doing something that's in demand, whatever work it is, you're going to feel like it's in demand, that you're in demand, that you are needed. You are there to work. You are, you know, that this is where I have to be. Business, commercials, constructive, materials, projects. Okay. This is where you're going to feel your growth. This is where you're going to feel that teamwork. This is where you're going to, hey, you know what? If there's a certain kind of job that you need, you're in demand. Okay. Because you could say, okay, well, I'm a roofer. So, but nobody's really been looking for roofing right now. But then all of a sudden, everybody wants roofing because it's getting ready for winter. And so, right? So they have to get their roofs done or their heating done. Maybe you're in heating, air conditioning. Well, right now it's time to get those heating, you know, those heaters going. Got to go make sure. So whatever it is, you're in demand right now. Take it how it resonates. The universe going to ask some questions. The questions of the universe, asking questions, dancing with the universe, wanting to know how I'm going to complete this cycle, knowing that I'm going where I need to be, feeling like the Prince of Swords. So coming in as the Prince of Swords. Wow. Now, I think it's very interesting because usually in cards like this, they want the Prince of Swords up here, but it says, no, you're in demand, but you are the Prince of Swords. You are going to be moving with this air energy. You're swiftly taking on all these new things. There's going to be a lot of things that are coming towards you that you're going to want a lot of answers to at this time of December. You're going to want to know. Hey, wondering minds want to know. Right? So, as the Prince of Swords over here, you're also going to feel like you're full of ideas, designs, intensity, feeling clever, feeling influenced. Okay, you might even feel, though, there could be some franticness and a little fanaticness. So there could even be something a little fanatic. Maybe everything's moving a little fast for you. It is air, Prince of Swords, right? Everything's moving a little fast. Okay, so you just probably want to just settle down a little bit. Yeah, it says Prince of Cups. Overall energy for the month coming in for the future over here of the destiny of this month is the Prince of Cups. It says just settle down. It's okay. Find your composure. Poise yourself. Find your composure as things are becoming a little fast-paced. Let any kind of worry that you have, let it dissipate. Find that balance within yourself. A lot of you do have a lot of love and a lot of things that you are going to love. And I do feel like this is still running in over here because I do feel like a lot of you in November found new love. Okay? But no matter what it is, it's going to be a month filled with love. Things you love. Passion. Okay? Getting you moving. But it's going to be a very fast. You have two very fast months here, if you think about it, because fire moves quickly. It's very impulsive, and it's moving. And then over here, it's almost like everybody wants your attention. You're in demand. You need to have this. You have to have that. It's Christmas time. Maybe you guys work in the grocery store, or maybe you work at the mall or something, you know, where things are in demand. You know what? It's Black Market. Or Black Friday, or whatever it's called. Black Market. Whatever, right? Black Friday, you know, and you know they're getting ready to come in, right? Maybe you guys work at Walmart. Who knows, right? But it's fast-paced. It's December, right? It's Christmas time. It's got to get things done before the end of the year. End of the year is always fast-paced, right? So, but you're going to really be feeling it. And maybe you didn't feel it. So the very overall message for you for, right, the end of December is power, okay? And that's really where you're just feeling that power. Finding that there's this power around you. Okay. The Four of Discs is the law and order. The gain of money, the influence, the success, ranking up, physical skills. Like I said, just there's going to be a lot of money, a lot of power, a lot of things going on around you as things are moving around. You're going to find yourself in intense situations. Okay? So, overall message for the entire ending of 2025 going into 2026. How are they going to enter 2026? How do we see this going? Queen of Discs. Wow. Going in as the Queen of Discs. Knowing your place, feeling your place, knowing that you're secured, feeling that security within yourself, feeling that you planted your seeds, that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Beautiful Capricorn card. 4 Capricorn seasons. So how beautiful is that, right? So knowing, charming, timid, feeling very practical, but feeling like everything's going to quiet down. After everything is done and over with, everything's going to be managed with a certain kind of capacity, a different kind of grounding. And there's going to be kind of like this kind of feeling, right? Friendly things are just kind of moving at the pace that you need. Now you have to ask yourself, though, is it really moving at the pace that you really need, or is it that you just finally caught up to its pace? Because I'm feeling for the most of you. It was overwhelming in that situation, but it's not so much that it's slowed down so much. I think you just caught up. I think finally, energetically, you caught up with this, so you're ready to roll, right? So a lot of times we can say it wasn't that it so much slowed down, it's just that I got used to it, right? Because that's really what I feel. I don't feel, yeah, you feel more at peace about the situation. There's more peace. So you could say for some of you, it has slowed down a little bit. And then for others of you, you'd say, I think it's still going just as fast as it was. I just think that I have just got used to it and caught up. Because I really feel like that's what it is. Okay. It's going to be different for everyone, but no matter what, there's going to be this place of peace where you found peace within this fast-paced movement. Okay. You know, overall card. Let's use a portal card. Why not, right? 2026. Yep. Recharging. Star being healing codes. Recharging important information. And sword of light. Divine protection. Cut the cords. Breakthrough energy. There you go. So yeah, it's going to start with this new knowledge, this new peace, and this new understanding, and feeling like you're right where you're supposed to be. You're like, it's like kind of an ascension. I like it. I like it. You're going to feel like you're okay now. I like it. What a great transition that you're taking on to go into 2026. Beautiful reading, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.